Hey, what is going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and today we are going to be going over a ton of brand new information regarding Call of Duty World War II multiplayer and zombies, but we will be talking about zombies in another video. We got tons of information, but I'm going to be covering multiplayer in one video and then zombies in another video. So, starting off with multiplayer, a lot of this has to do with the headquarters mode, but there's also some other stuff involved as well. So, first piece of news. A lot of this is from charlieintel.com. If you know Charlie Intel, they're one of the best news sources for Call of Duty, so thank them for this, obviously, getting all this information. So the first piece of information is that players in World War II can open their supply drops in headquarters while the friends can watch, and it'll increase your social score. Now, I have no idea what social score is, but that is pretty damn cool. So what I think it's going to play like is, it's like you're going to open up a crate while, like, you walk up to like a crate or whatever and you open it up, and it kind of has a big screen that people can look at, and it'll kind of show what you get on the screen. I kind of think it's gonna have something like that, where everyone could see exactly what you get out of the supply drop, which I think is really freaking cool, because that's nothing like we've ever seen before in any Call of Duty, and I actually really like the idea of that, to be completely honest. Next up, it's if you get something really cool in a drop, people around you will get some sort of a prize. So I'm assuming they get more social score, whatever the hell that is. I don't know. I think that's pretty damn cool. I mean, it's never been this in-depth in just one little thing. I mean, I think headquarters is one of the coolest features they're possibly adding to this game. So I'm very excited about that. Next piece of news is there are legendary and epic rarity of items in World War II loot, attachments / paint job variants in drops. So what this looks like to me is that we will be having, commons, rares, legendaries, and epics, just like we've had for the past 2 years. And there's going to be attachments, so I'm assuming kind of like not World War II, Black Ops 3, where you can get different attachment variants. I'm assuming it's going to be like that. And there's also weapon kits, basically, from MWR, where it'll change what your gun looks like, but it won't change the actual stats themselves. So they're kind of like variants, but they're not, not really variants. And it gives one example here. One example of one of the weapon variants or weapon kits in the game, which is a cosmetic change only, is the STG-44 Epic variant has an Iron Cross paint job. So Iron Cross obviously is a German thing, and the STG-44 is a German weapon. So that makes a lot of sense to me that they would put Iron Cross on the German weapon. So maybe like the American guns, like M1911 or the Thompson or something like that, you can get like an epic paint job that puts like the American flag on it. Or a Russian gun like the PPSH will put like a hammer and sickle on it, something like that. Or a Japanese gun like the Type 100 will put a little Japanese flag on it. I think this is really, really cool that they're doing something like this, and it really opens up for tons of other possibilities in the game, and a lot more customization than I ever thought we were going to get in a World War II shooter. Because World War II, it definitely restricts a lot of things, but the fact that they have all this stuff in it is pretty awesome. Next up, players will be able to watch streams and tournaments inside of the theater in World War II headquarters. So apparently there's a theater inside of headquarters, and you can watch streams and tournaments, I'm assuming, from that specific, from Call of Duty World War II. Maybe it'll connect to like Twitch or YouTube or something like that. That's how I'm assuming it's going to connect it all, because how else, would it, stream those type of things. I think that's really awesome. You can literally just watch the streams while you're in the headquarters with other people. That is some of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Next up, each division in World War II multiplayer has a progression system. Reaching highest level of each division unlocks a unique weapon. So I guess each division has their own specific weapon that you can unlock from getting the highest rank. I really like that. I like the whole mission teams in Infinite Warfare, and obviously this is pretty different, but still having something similar to that is still really awesome. Next up, headquarters in World War II has dynamic events, and one of them is defending the HQ from an airborne attack. That is fucking awesome. Now, I don't know if the maps are going to have this, but I really, really hope they have the actual multiplayer maps in the game itself have dynamic events, because I really enjoy dynamic events in any Call of Duty. But that's really cool, one of which is defending the headquarters from an airborne attack. Do you defend it, or are there other people defending it? Because that actually really raises questions. That sounds really cool, to be completely honest. I'm hoping they have multiplayer maps with dynamic events like they did in Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare and stuff like that, hopefully. What else can we see here? We have headquarters in World War II will also feature proximity-based voice functionality, which I've wanted this in Call of Duty forever, but it's only in headquarters, not in like the actual game itself. But that's still cool. Which makes you, what this is you hear players when you're closer to them. When you're closer to them, you'll be able to actually pick up their voice and hear if they're talking in game chat. Now, I don't know if it's gonna do forced game chat or not, but it's still really cool because I like that. It brings some realism to it. You're like, oh, you're closer to them, they can hear you. If you're further apart, they can't hear you. I really like that. And World War II features daily and weekly quests, so basically like contracts from like Black Ops 3, which is fucking awesome. I'm really happy they have that. The more social feature you participate in, the better rewards you get. That's really cool. Honestly, this is amazing. They said there could also be seasonal events in World War II's HQ. So maybe during winter time it's snowing, during spring it's all springy and stuff. During fall it's all like spooky and leaves and everything like that. That's really cool. And then we have a bunch of zombies info, which I will be covering in another video coming up probably later tonight as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.